Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm gonna put some water on for tea. Hey everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're talking cold and flu remedies today. All right, hold on, I'm gonna put some tea water on. Come on, come on. Today my stove doesn't want to work. Okay, we got it. All right. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome everyone. Hello, 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 hello. Good afternoon, Bonner. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. Hi, 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 Lori, Nicole, nice lady. Hi, Soul Life's Purpose. You're gonna love this class. All right, so cold and flu remedies, kitchen pharmacy. You guys ready? This is my jam. I love this class. All right, let me make sure I have all my tools. So I took this class a million years ago with this wonderful naturopathic doctor, and she was fabulous. And I'm gonna listen while I work. Perfect, Lori. That's all you need to do. And then, hi, Cindy. So you know, thank you, Cindy. It's so nice that you guys are here. So I took this class a long time ago, and you know, food and healing is my passion. I know we did a lot of meats the other day and all of that, but I wanted to do a few recipes because, you know, we're getting into cold and flu season, and I have a total, I have a theory about cold and flu season, and let me know what you guys think, because I really think that when we actually sit down and think, why is it cold and flu season, we realize, maybe we change our diet just a little bit or just a little shift, and then all of a sudden we feel better. So, you know, think about this. We come off the summer, fresh air, sun, sunshine, all of that, summertime, you're outside all the time. Now you go inside, right? It's getting cooler, the weather's changing, got a lot of sports, school starts, you're running around with the kids, the stress level adds up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you're like, uh-oh, now what do I do, right? Then we hit, I noticed like with the kids, and I don't know about you guys, but our kids, you know, oranges weren't the only thing that they would give them at sports. They'd start giving them run around. And they give them, you know, colored water to give them energy with all kinds of dyes. And then they'd give them donuts. You know, now we have birthday parties and the kids are eating crap. And then you have class parties, the kids are eating junk. Then it's Halloween and the kids are eating junk. Then we go to Thanksgiving and we're eating pie and sugar and overeating. And then it's the holiday season, whatever holiday you're celebrating. And it's gift giving time, party time, family time, and we're eating and baking and stuffing ourselves full of sugar. And then everybody's sick. And look what we just did to our bodies, right? We go from sunshine to indoors. This generation gives their kids sugar, terrible. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm all about the moderation. I think kids can have that, but they need other choices too. And we're all eating junk, right? And now they go, oh, it's cold and flu season. Well, I want to do some immune boosting things for you guys. And then I want to give you a couple of things when you do get sick. What do I do? Certainly, you know, I'm in the Northeast, so our sun goes down at 5:30. I don't know, I guess everybody does, but it gets dark, it gets cold, you don't want to be outside as much. I start taking more vitamin D. Not going to recommend that. You talk to your doctor and you figure out vitamin D, vitamin C. But let's talk about what can we get with food. And I have a few ingredients here that we're going to turn into a bunch of different, can you guys see this? Let me see. Oh, come on with this camera. I'm so illiterate when it comes to all of this stuff. So now I'm going to show you what you can do with parsley, thyme, oregano, onion, ginger, green apples, lemon, and some wasabi. Doesn't that sound exciting? I'm excited. And I want to just take some time and then, you know, if you go to my Book of Face and you join me, that's where I'm going to load all the recipes. It's super easy for me. Also, I think I've reached out and given some people my email. If you need that, you can reach out and DM me and I'll do that. But when you see some of these quick little remedies, you are going to be very, very excited. Hey, Jessica, nice to see you. I'm so glad, all my old friends. So first things first, some of this stuff's not going to be ready for a couple of days, but that's okay. I can send you pictures, or I think I'm going to do this class every Wednesday. I might do it from 2 to 4, but it will be available for you to watch, you know, in all the different places that we watch things. So a couple of things, when you make remedies, you want to store them in jars. Some are going to need like the brown bottles, right? You can get these at a local health food store, or you can, you know, buy them online. I don't really care as long as things are clean, what you use, as long as they're glass and airtight. So this is like a recycled sauce bottle. This is, you know, glass. I store my food in glass, rarely plastics. So I'm going to use these to show you that it really doesn't matter, right? It just doesn't matter. So today we're going to learn an onion syrup, and I use this onion syrup for coughs, herbal remedies. You could put it in teas for a runny nose. You can cook with it. And you're going to be surprised because it is a sugar base, and I just forgot to get my sugar. Hold on, I'm going to go grab the sugar. I'll be right there. Here, in the meantime, look at these beautiful herbs. La, 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 commercial break. And I'm going to go get my sugar. It takes me just a minute. That was quick. Okay. So this is one place where, you know, I often say, well, why are we going to feed us sugar? But thank you, Jessica. It actually draws out, however the properties work, and I don't have the science of this, any of my lives when you're doing something, so thank you. You're so cute. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna cut up some onion. Obviously, I'm always using organic ingredients. You know that by now, right? It's the most important thing to me, especially when you're gonna use these for kitchen remedies. And we're gonna make an onion syrup. You're gonna freak out how easy this is, and probably by the time the video's done, you're gonna kind of see, it almost ready to go. You can save the skins for, I'm gonna save that tea. I'm gonna teach you a tea that I drink when I'm not feeling good. The minute I don't feel good, I drink this tea and I'm good. Now, some of the things I'm not going to share online just because, you know, the powers that be get a little uncomfortable. So they will be included with all of our recipes and things when you get those. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice these onions, right? We're just gonna slice them down, make them thin, like a 1/4 inch, maybe a little thicker. It actually doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna do 2 onions because since I'm making it, I'm just gonna make it for the season. And then what I do is, and you know, I didn't do elderberry, but next week we'll make an elderberry syrup. That will be your sort of survival guide for the season. I'll tell you the truth. Stick with these and you will have an actual little survival pot for the season instead of all those, you know, some of those other crazy hardcore things that you buy over the counter, right? So now you can stuff these in a jar, but because I don't have a jar wide enough that I like I don't have any mason jars right now, and I didn't go and get them because I wanted to show you that if you didn't have them, it's okay. You can do it this way too. So I'm just gonna put it in here, and I'm gonna put the first layer of onion down, okay, just like that in the bowl, and I'm gonna add some sugar. Now what happens is as you see, you're gonna have to let this sit for about 3 days, and what happens is it draws the sugar draws the syrup out of the onion, and it makes this like heavy syrup that it's just really, really good for you. You'll see. You shall see. And then if you have a cough or something, you'll be like, oh my God, this works so well. And obviously you don't need a lot, so it's not like you're eating a lot of sugar. If you take a teaspoon, you're fine, right? It's so easy. So I'm just gonna stuff these in here, and then if I don't have enough, I have another container here we'll use. But this is our onion syrup. Now, if you want, and I'm gonna do it, actually, yeah, maybe I will. I will do it. We're gonna add a sprig of thyme in here. Oh, sorry, sweetheart. I am not accepting any collaborators because it was awful when I first did it, and I haven't gotten over the trauma. All right, so we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna put all of this in here and sort of stuff it on top, just like this. Look at that. And then we're gonna add one more layer of sugar, and then we're gonna seal it. So I want to make sure all the onion is covered. This is pretty much how I use sugar most of the time, is in this remedy. And I make it at the beginning of the season. And this amount is really going to last. Yeah, thyme is awesome. Yeah, let's put it in. We'll see what happens. This amount will last my family the whole season. Now, honestly, I can't lie to you. Love your videos. You're so kind and very helpful. Learned so much. Thank you. Thank you, Victoria. That's so nice. That's why I'm here. It fills my soul to hear you guys say that. You make me cry. All right, so I'm gonna add a little, I just missed a little spot, so I'm just gonna pour it in. Doesn't really matter. Oh, you should smell the onion. It's already releasing its power. It's kind of cool. All right, so now this amount, when you see it, and I didn't finish what I was saying, but this amount is gonna give us a lot of syrup. Wait till you see that. I might just take this for you and show you like by Thursday what's happening, so you know. But see, look, I'm gonna seal this up, and then I'm gonna put this in my pantry when we're done, and I'm gonna cover it. Will you show us when it's done? I'm absolutely gonna show you. And honestly, I'm gonna do this class once a week till I run out of ideas. But we're gonna do toothpaste, we're gonna do hair rinses. I know a lot of people are suffering from psoriasis. I wanna show you what can we do from our kitchen that our grandmas and great grandmas did. You can use, Tass, you can use honey. I don't. I do it the old school way. I don't know why, but yes, I'm gonna use honey for some other things you'll see right now. So what I do with this now is I take this, I find a cool spot in my pantry, and I just take a kitchen towel and cover it. That way it stays dark. It's only gonna take like 3 days. Oh, you want me to add thyme? I'll add thyme. I'll add a sprig of thyme in there. Thyme is great for antimicrobial, antibacterial. We're gonna do that in a minute. Let's bury this guy in here. There we go. Buried a little sprig of thyme. Local honey's good too. I mean, Manuka honey. We're gonna do something with Manuka honey right now as well. Okay, so there you go. This is our little cough sort of onion syrup remedy that you are gonna be like, whoa, that is so powerful. All right, and it really works. And the kids will drink it. And you know, for me, when babies, you know, this is where I freak, because, you know, we do a lot of stuff with our kids these days that, you know, if we could do a little bit of what grandma used to do, I feel like it's better. You know, I try and do things a little bit more natural, and then obviously if the natural doesn't work, you go to the next step. I'm very lucky with organic food and most of our natural remedies and stuff. I really didn't worry too much about my daughter, and I didn't have to give her a lot of, you know, the medicine that's very much prescribed all the time for kids. We avoided a lot of that, which we were very lucky. All right, can you guys see my cutting board? Let me see. Hello, hello. Yes, you can see it. Okay. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the love. Okay, natural works for sure, and it's really good to get them started when they're little. So here you go. I love this jar. What we're gonna make now is a flu buster tonic, okay? But before we use this, I'm gonna use a bowl. I'm gonna take a bowl, and this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take, I'm reading off my recipe because sometimes I forget, and I break this out. I'm doing this recipe for you guys so that I have it for the season. So I haven't made it since last season, last fall, so I'm kind of, I have to remember it each year, and I bring out my books. Okay, here we go. So, all right, so let's see, we need a half a cup of apple cider vinegar, but I'm gonna do, actually, we're gonna blend this. Where's my blender? We're gonna blend this in my fun little machine here. So I'm gonna do a double batch. And so we're gonna do a cup of apple cider vinegar. This is great, and it is strong and powerful. Sort of like oregano, yes, oh yeah. You'll see. So we're gonna do about a cup of apple cider vinegar. We're doubling this recipe. We're gonna put in 4 cloves of garlic. It does work. It's so good. Wait till you see my little tea that I make. It is so strong and powerful. And it's one of those teas that when you make it, if you don't need it, your body won't let you drink it. It's very odd. I do this with my crew at work. When they're sick, people will ask me for it. Even more health benefits, certainly, Cindy. It is true. This is local garlic too, so I love that, right? We're working with our earth. So I'm just peeling it a little bit. If you get a little peel in here, it doesn't matter because we're gonna strain all of this anyway before it goes into the bottle. But this is sort of, I call it the flu buster tonic. And I add extra stuff that it doesn't really say to do. But I don't care because it's too awesome. So we're gonna add, I have to say, since I started my mushroom coffee, I feel unbelievable. Knock on some wood. It's so good. Oh my God, even more health benefits, yeah. So we're putting in our 4 cloves of garlic. There we go. And again, we can take all of this and put it in a tea and just sort of like blend it in water, and we can use this for a tea. Might as well add the oregano if you probably think it would be a miracle healing drink. Oh yeah, we're gonna add this, it's coming. I'm gonna add some of the oregano, this is thyme. I'm just gonna add a little bit. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. I have a friend who makes can you hint at what brand you're using for mushroom coffee? There's some people on here, Lori, that already know. And I will tell you, if you go to my shop, I think I have one of those creator shops. I'm not promoting it, but I put in there the mix of what I do every morning. And when I rise every morning, I have a cup, and it's so good. So, but it's on there. If you can't find it, you can order it from there, or if you don't, it's okay, whatever, don't care. Okay, so now I put a lot of thyme in there and some oregano. The oregano, and also, you could make a vinegar herbal sort of infusion, strain it, put it in a spray bottle with water, and use that for your bathroom, for your doorknobs in the winter time, for your sink handles, any of your handles when your kids are sick. Sometimes this thyme stuff goes a really long way. Thank you, Cindy, you're sweet. Okay, so now we're gonna add cayenne, which I forgot to pull out. I have to find it. That's paprika. Uh-oh, do I have cayenne? I'm sure that I do. Hold on. Cayenne, where are you? Where's my cayenne? Oh my God, I forgot to find my cayenne before we started. Sorry. I don't think I have cayenne. How do I not have cayenne in my house? It's impossible. I got chili powder. All right, no cayenne. Oh, I have harissa. I think that has cayenne in it. Let's see. Cinnamon. Oh. No cayenne. That's insane. All right, hold on. I can't tell. Okay, well, we're gonna miss the cayenne, but you could throw it in. You could sprinkle it on top. Can't believe I don't have the cayenne. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, so let's do All right, cayenne, we have wasabi. I got that. So you can use powder or you can squeeze some in. Sometimes I really do like the powder, but I didn't have any when I was shopping. Thank you. Thank you. I do have a beautiful kitchen. I'm very lucky. I'm gonna pour about a teaspoon of that wasabi in. What I like about, what I love about cayenne is that it's a heart tonic. Did you know that? So when you're having heart issues, or if you're even sad, to have a little cayenne in some warm water or tea really warms the heart and protects it from sadness, and it really works. I'm telling you, it works. All right, so let's see. All right, so we have our garlic. We're gonna do some ginger root. Let's get that going. This is very spicy, can you tell? So when you drink this, you're like, boom. Now, if your kids have a fever or you guys have a fever, this is what you're gonna do. And you guys are gonna crack up and you're gonna be like, okay, you're full of crap. But I really want you to try it the next time you're really feeling under the weather or you have a cold. You're gonna take a pair of wool socks. If you don't have wool socks, go buy some so you're ready. Hold on, let me get a little plate. So you're going to buy a pair of wool socks. You're gonna put them under the sink and get them soaking wet. You're gonna rinse out the water. You're gonna, twist them and get them so that there's no more water in there. And then you are gonna put them in the freezer. Now, if you don't wanna lay them in the freezer, put them in a plastic like Ziploc bag or wrap them, I don't know, in something, whatever you want, and keep them in the freezer. Now, when you get sick, I want you to put those socks on. And then you're gonna put another pair of socks on top of that. And when you do that, you're going to bed. You're gonna go to bed. I'm gonna talk to you about a poultice. I used to do this for my kid. So she grew up knowing nothing else. Now she just went away to college. And she's like, Mom, you are the biggest weirdo. Pneumonia and his fever went to 103.8. Yeah, that's, how old is the little guy? How old is her son? Pneumonia's pretty crazy these days. How old? 21. Boy. It's very hard to talk about this stuff online because, the powers that be don't like it. But it's a hard time right now. Reach out to me. I'll give you some other remedies, Cindy, for him. But eucalyptus inhaler is really good. Is it bacterial pneumonia or viral? Okay, so in this drink right now, we are making a flu buster tonic. I know, it's really rough. I know, and what you want to do, if you're just talking about herbal stuff, it's very difficult. So this is a flu buster tonic. It supports you when you have the flu. So you're gonna do apple cider. I have ginger in here. We put in wasabi. I have some thyme, oregano. We're gonna blend this after we do our little bit of raw honey. So press through fine strainer, discard pulp. Okay, actually we're gonna do this first. Oh, then we're gonna stir it. All right, well I put most of it in. Let's blend this first. Oh, sorry. You'll have to reach out to me before you want to jump on one of my lives. I'm too afraid of that. It was traumatic. All right, so we're gonna blend this in my quick little blender here. Tell you, if you get sick, this is just gonna knock it right out. Now I'm just straining out the leaves and the ginger so that when you drink it, you don't have all of that stuff in there. And we're gonna kind of press it through the strainer. I don't know, I wanna keep all this because to me, I'd rather just like cook up a soup with this. All right. See, I just took all of that out. Uh-oh, my sink's getting messy. Remember that from the other day? Okay, now we're gonna pour it in this bottle. And when you're feeling it, this is what I do. I know, right? When you're feeling like you're gonna get sick, even if you know when you're like, I feel a little funky. I know, I don't want to waste any of this. Hold on, now watch me pour this. And you're feeling a little punky, or, you're like, oh, I don't feel so good. I want you to take a little, like a tablespoon of this. Now, if it's too potent because of the vinegar, then don't make it so that you can't drink it. Do it so that you, I might have to pour this back and like whisk up some of this honey. And I use Manuka honey because I think it actually adds a lot of healing properties to what you're doing. A little expensive for sure, but I have to tell you, it really, 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 really works. Did I say really, really works? All right, here, we're gonna this is the biggest tablespoon I ever saw. All right, we're gonna add like a tablespoon of this honey. I'm gonna pour some out of the bottle again. I don't like to waste this honey because it is expensive, but it is so powerful, and a little bit goes a very, very long way. Here, so I'm just gonna, but this I keep, whoa, almost lost it. This I keep in my refrigerator, and it lasts the whole season. I don't need more than this because it's not something, you don't drink like a half a cup of this. Apple cider vinegar I use, Lori. So in here is apple cider vinegar, Manuka honey, ginger, wasabi, garlic, thyme, and oregano. So this is a whopper of a powerhouse of flu-busting kitchen remedies that will really get you through the season. It's immune boosting, it's, antimicrobial, antibacterial, and you really, you're gonna be in good shape. So the minute you're feeling funky, you just do a little, I didn't spill a lick. You just put this, you put this in your fridge and you're ready to go. ABC, Manuka honey, ginger, garlic, wasabi, thyme, oregano. That's it. Look at that. This is a powerhouse tonic. And really, what I do, so this is what I do. I'm not feeling good. Now it might be a good time to show you my remedy. I'm gonna show you my remedy. I do use an herb called umka. It's a Native American and comes in little packets. I use that. I am not a tea honey person. I don't put sugar in my coffee. I don't like the sweetness in the hot beverage. But if you want to put honey in here, go right ahead. It works. But what I do is I take lemon balm tea. I use 2 tea bags. I put them in here. Simple, right? Now, you could use a tablespoon of what we just made. You can add that, right? Or, let me put my tea in here. What I do is I add this. I do add my powdered umka, but I don't want to waste it, so I'm not going to use it today. And then I make this. Does everybody have a juicer at home? Because this is where the killer vibe comes in. So while that's brewing, I do add other herbs in here, which I will add to the recipe when you go and grab the recipes for this. But this is my absolute bomb.com, like just delicious, flu busting. I don't feel good, I'm gonna lay on the couch and drink a cup of tea. Herbal kitchen powerhouse healing remedy, all right? So my tea is brewing. Then I take 2 green apples. I cut them into 4, obviously to make it easier to go through my juicer. I take a piece of ginger, about this big, you see? So we got our 4 apples, and I take a half a lemon. I call this dragon's breath. That's what we call it in our shop, dragon's breath. Now, I have to tell you, if you are feeling not good, or you really are in the throes of being sick, your a friend's son has pneumonia or something, and you make this tea for him, I mean, he'll be fine. He will get so much better. I'm gonna put in like a nice big chunk of ginger, and then I'm gonna juice it. So here, let me whisk you over to my. I'm gonna put in like a nice big chunk of ginger, and then I'm gonna juice it. So here, let me whisk you over to my. I lost you for a minute. All right, I'm gonna move you over. Can you guys see my juicer now? Let me see. Okay. Can you see my juicer? Yes. All right. I'm gonna juice this. Where's my top? All right, we're not gonna use the top. Where's my juicer? Juicer over here. Nope, let me get some. Hold on. You could, if you want, you could juice some orange juice, but this is it. So we do apple. Hold on, I gotta go find the plunger. Commercial break! Hold on, look at my beautiful bottle and my tea brewing. I'll be right back. Let me just go get the plunger. The plunger's missing. And I don't want to keep you guys. Do not try this at home. Beautiful. Look at that. That is some yummy goodness. So this is a dragon's breath. Now you could add a little cayenne to this, right? You could add cayenne. We're gonna take our tea bags out. There's 2 other herbs that I put in this tea, but I will not mention them on camera because they are whatever. So I will add them to the recipe when you get it. So here you go. So now I take this, and right before I'm gonna serve my tea, I just top it off. You guys are funny, right? Okay, look. Now you can leave this in your refrigerator covered in a tight bottle, but this is the tea. It smells so good. It's lemon and apple. Then there'd be cayenne in here. You could add some Manuka honey. You don't have to, but all of those things are powerhouses for the immune system. See, and what I love about natural remedies, they don't mask symptoms, they heal symptoms. You know the difference, right? I know you guys know what I'm talking about because you're here, but I find that for some reason we've gotten to a point where we I prefer Jack Daniels. All right, that works too. My grandma used to do that. But I think that, you know, you want to heal yourself, not mask the symptoms. So when you do remedies like this, it's just so much better than, you know, some of that other stuff that's out there. Okay, so now we have now you could also, I wouldn't do this plus the lemon juice, but if you wanted to use the tonic that we made, you could have added this to your juice, to your tea. But I wanted to show you a second choice of things to do. Okay, so now you got your herbal tea. You got your dragon's breath. I know, you're funny, Mitch. And now, let's see, I want to do one more thing with you. Well, we could do two, but let me see. Let me look at my notes. I wanted to try with you guys a parsley thyme oil. Here you go. So we're gonna also blend this, and I'm gonna just keep what's in here because it doesn't really matter. It's all like the apple cider vinegar and stuff. And you know, if you take all of these remedies and you blend them all together at the same time, you know, you make them all at the same time, you'll have them for the whole season of not feeling good. And then, you know, whatever, I'm a big proponent of whatever your body's craving is what it needs. So in Mitch's case, we know where he's going, right? And then, you know, that's how you heal yourself. Your body's gonna tell you, ooh, I want that tea. Ooh, I wanna have that, you know, the onion syrup, right? And look at this, we started at 4 o'clock and we've already made 4 different remedies, right? We made our lemon balm tea, our onion syrup, our dragon's breath. The dragon's breath you have to make, you know, sort of to order. You don't wanna, you don't wanna, just joking there, Mitch, don't you worry. I have a sense of humor too. I got you. Oh, look, see, Lori's in on it too. In addition to the flu buster. Hey, you know, there's something to say about a hot toddy, right? That's what our grandmas did. I know my 90-year-old grandma was having hot toddies 1 a night. She had all her marbles. She was doing good. All right, so let's talk about parsley thyme oil. This is what we're gonna do. I have some water on the stove that was boiling, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take flat parsley, right? And we're gonna just dip it in the hot water for just a minute, not even 15 seconds. Then we're gonna put it in some ice water, which I'm not doing because I don't really care. And then, oh, you guys are funny. And then we're gonna shake the water off, and we're gonna add it to the blender with thyme and olive oil. We're gonna blend it. Then we're gonna strain it, and we're gonna put it in our darker bottles. Now this is for a cough, urinary tract infections, digestive support. It's sort of like a healing tonic. Oh, you guys are so funny. It's not 5 o'clock yet here. I don't know if it's 5 o'clock where you are. I'm still on that. Okay, so our water's boiling, and I'm just gonna dip this in for like 15 seconds. I shut the water off. And all we're doing is sort of like activating the healing properties of the parsley. We're gonna shake that water off and drag it across my floor, like so. I'm just gonna give it a quick dab. And then we're gonna add it to our blender. So I'm gonna cut the part that's wet. I'm gonna add it to the blender. I'm gonna take our time. I like to add a lot to this recipe. I love this. Now, again, if you want to add a little oregano to have an extra power boost, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. I can see this crowd's in that kind of mood today. We're trying to heal here. Well, now, see, if you want to have that drink, then you have all of these remedies to help you if you're not feeling good. So go for it. All right, now what we're going to do, this is it. These are the 3 ingredients: parsley, thyme, and some olive oil. Again, you know me, I like organic, that's my jam. I do not like the top on this because it slows me down, so I'm gonna just pop it off. And then we're gonna pour in about 2 cups. Now this is something else that needs a little steeping, but because we're gonna blend it, it's 1:40 here, folks. I'm at the office. Womp womp. Lori's not gonna have fun today. All right, so now here we go. That's it. I mean, we're gonna blend this. It's gonna be great, right? Parsley, thyme, oregano, and olive oil. You got it. Do you wanna add other things? You could. Totally, you could add more ingredients, but for this particular thing and what we're using it for, it's a purifier. purifies the blood, it purifies the kidneys, it helps with a cough. And again, you only need a teaspoon. You're not drinking a cup of this. All right, so I'm going to blend this up. Honestly, you could even cook with this too. It looks so pretty. All right. We're going to use our strainer and our bowl. Let me just rinse this out for a moment. Now we're going to strain this. I love this little blender. It's so good. Now I'm hungry for Italian food. You're fun. I hope you come back when we're doing other fun cooking food. Yeah, we can make this into, it's almost like pesto, right? Little Parmesan cheese and we're good to go. You guys got this. So now we're just gonna blend this up a little bit. I mean, not blend it, we're straining. Straining. But this is great because, just in less than an hour, you're going to have 5 different remedies to get you through the season of not feeling good. And I guarantee if you make any of these and actually use them, you really will feel better. No joke. If you were going to strain this over pasta, which is not a bad idea, you could toss a little in pasta. You could use like 2 tablespoons in a cold pasta salad, right? But again, I would probably use like a grain-free, or you don't want to clog your system with a white pasta when you're not feeling good, right? Maybe with maybe a quinoa salad. Maybe that's better. There you go. And then I have this little bottle. Let's see, can I do it? I can do it. I can do it. Look at that. And now you know. And I like this bottle because they give you a place where you can write on it and say what it is. And then I date these because sometimes I don't use it all for the winter. I want to know how long. But this is great, right? Now you have this little tiny bottle. I've always thought, like, for the holidays, do I make little things like this and send them out? It is. I know 2 people with pneumonia already. This isn't some bad, a bad idea to make these remedies for people and give them to them so they feel better, That's all the jars I have. I have to get more jars. But now I date these, I write what they are, and I use them for different things. And I have them. And, if I'm going to go out and play in the snow or work out in the snow and it's a cold day or I have to spend any time outside, I always kind of infuse my system. Thank you, Samantha. I always like to infuse my system with one of these yummy, well, they're not always so yummy, but one of these really very immune boosting type of drinks and remedies. So let's review. What did we do today? We used very simple, easy ingredients, right? We used parsley. We used some oregano and thyme, antibacterial and antifungal. And then we used ginger. Can you guys see that? And garlic. I used some local garlic too. I use lemon balm tea, which is delicious and you can grow yourself. I have to tell you, I have come to feel that lemon balm tea is my most favorite tea in the world. You do need this in the house. Samantha, this is such, these are such old school, delicious, easy to get remedies. And it took us less than 45 minutes to make them all. And now you have a sort of a war chest of things to give your kids before you jump to that stage of over the counter, When I run out of my, yes, Exactly. And then we used green apples, lemon, and onion. Here you go. These are the powerhouse immune boosting things. Now for the lemon balm tea, I just want to talk about this for 1 minute. Anybody that's out there suffering from, get Lori, this is unbelievable. It is my number one go-to at this point. And lemon balm for me, what I've noticed is I actually can feel, it is my number one go-to at this point. And lemon balm for me, what I've noticed is I actually can feel my nerve when I drink this. If I have a particular day filled with anxiety, or I'm just not, feeling good, or I'm having trouble sleeping, I will absolutely make a cup of lemon balm tea. I'm a 2 tea bag girl. So I always send them for those. Yeah, that's the point, right? You always want to have, a lot of people, I didn't realize how many people don't know the power of herbs and spices and what our food can really do in terms of healing. And that's why I want to run this class. And we're going to do it once a week till I run out of ideas to share with you. And I want to make them easy for you. And these are things your kids can do with you. They're going to be totally grossed out about the flavor. But let me tell you, when they're not feeling good and they're laying in their mama's bed and they have you and you're getting them to sip on something cold. My daughter took a long time, but I will tell you, when she doesn't feel good, she will ask for our tea. Right. It's true. Our great-grandparents and grandmothers, this is what they did, right? I got a lot of these from my favorite naturopathic doctor. She sort of shared a lot of these with me, and then how I studied food and healing. We did a lot of this in our classes too. So let me go over this. We made our tonic. This is sort of like a fire water, they call it, or a flu buster. This is food is medicine. That's what I'm all about, food and healing. I'll cook meats, and I do everything from raw to meat, but it will always be clean. It'll always be organic and as chemical free as I can possibly find is what's really important to me. So this tonic is a flu buster tonic. It has apple cider vinegar, garlic, ginger, wasabi powder. I forgot my cayenne. Don't know how I did that, so you can sprinkle cayenne before you drink it. And raw honey. I used a raw Manuka honey for this. And then this will sit, I will date this when we're done today. I have a little wax pen. I put it on the bottom so I remember when I made it. And it'll sit in your, this will sit in your refrigerator for the whole season, straight through. Then we made onion syrup. This will be ready. Look, you can already see it's starting to break down and create a syrup. Your kids are gonna love doing this because it's sugar and onion, and we put a little thyme leaf in there too to see what happens. But in like 2 days, I'm gonna open this and strain it, and we'll have a cough syrup. But I will show it to you so that you guys see how it looks. And maybe I'll wait till next week to open it so that when we do this class again next week, which I think I'm gonna have to make a little earlier than 4 o'clock, just because it's busy, but it is always gonna be Wednesdays. And then I made my lemon balm tea, which I also add 3 other herbs in here. I will add them to the recipe, but I won't share them on live. And then this is apple, ginger. I know, I love this mug too. Apple, ginger, and lemon. And I juice this. I love that. Oh, I saw that, Cindy. And I topped this off with my lemon balm tea, and this just makes a powerful, sort of high dose vitamin C, boost your immune system. It sounds delightful. Oh, so this tea is lemon balm. There's 3 other herbs I put in it, and this is my go-to remedy. I actually cannot take for me, I cannot take over-the-counter medicines. They don't work in my body. They have opposite effects for me. And I think I'm allergic to whatever they put in there. And I'm also anaphylactic shock for an herb called andrographis, which is in most over-the-counter natural immune system remedies. So I had to come up with my own remedies when I wasn't feeling good. So when I got this paper, I was like, oh, I can do it now. So this is my go-to tea when I am definitely not feeling good. So it's lemon balm, two tea bags. Then I juiced lemon, one green apple, a half a lemon, and a nice chunk of ginger. I also will add cayenne to this, and I top this off in my tea, and you are good to go. It is so good. You will never, you will just feel better after you drink it. And I know at work when my crew is not feeling good, hey Ladybug. And for me, I cannot vote enough for lemon balm. It is so good. Hey Shannon, nice to see you guys. I can't say enough about lemon balm tea. I can actually feel my whole body calm down after I drink a cup. Put it in fridge and let them eat throughout the week. Yeah, you can do that. That's the way. And you just need a little bit. It's like a tablespoon a day or 2 teaspoons a day, and you can split it up over the week. You don't have to jam it down a kid's throat, or you have to suffer through drinking it a whole cupful. It doesn't work that way. A little bit really goes a long way. And honestly, if you're really up for it, and once you make these remedies, I would say with the Flu Buster or the other one that we made, our little bottles of thyme. Let me show it to you. The olive oil and thyme. It is called parsley thyme oil, and we also added a little oregano in there. I mean, you could put this on a raw kale salad. You could just take a teaspoon of this a day. There's something super special about this. I also, if you can find a spray bottle, we could make an olive leaf throat spray that is super powerful. Hey PBR, you could make a nice throat spray that knocks out all those germs and bugs. And honestly, you could do the thyme oil and the Flu Buster tonic a little bit every day, even if you did a teaspoon, and you will feel better. I will tell you, knock wood, since I've been taking mushroom coffee, mixing it with what do you call it? Collagen. I have not gotten sick. I'm so happy about that. So, let's see, what else can I tell you guys? I think also in your medicine cabinet, you need tea tree oil. You need eucalyptus. Eucalyptus is great. New location today. How have you been? I'm good. Oh, you're actually in my home kitchen today. Yeah, clove oil is good, but some, that I find for clove, is really, really good for toothaches, right? You put that clove on, it will numb your gum. And clove oil, yes, for sure. Not oil. You don't like clove oil? Oh, you're saying cloves in your fire water? You're talking about? You could. Some people put star anise. They do all kinds of things. I actually make a tea with it. Oh, clove tea. It reversed my staining on my teeth. Oh, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, cloves are pretty powerful. I mean, all herbs are healing and powerful and really just great. I mean, I can't say enough. And we're gonna spend, what are you drinking? I am drinking my lemon balm tea, and I topped it off with a super powerful dragon's breath shot. Yep, Cardamom's Mother's. Yeah, oh yeah, you're in it. This has lemon, ginger, and green apple. So I just added it to my tea, and it tastes so good. And when you're feeling under the weather, it's just a really nice tea drink that tastes so good. And I personally don't use any honey in this, but if you wanted to, you could add a little raw manuka honey to this, and it's, it tastes great. I don't know why, but I don't like honey too much. I don't know why. So those are my remedies today. Tea tree oil in your cabinet, eucalyptus. I love eucalyptus. If you put it right here and you know your ears are clogged or your sinuses are clogged, and you put eucalyptus and or tea tree oil and you just kind of massage right here, it will drain your ears that much. It's pretty powerful. You take your tea tree oil and you put it here. Yup, hang fresh eucalyptus in the showers. That'll work. See, you guys know marshmallow, also good for throat and mucus. Mullein tea, amazing. When you're, you know, for people who have pneumonia that you're talking about, get them some mullein tea and have them drink a cup of that. That is so powerful. Nettles are great. I was gonna do nettles today and I was like, I think I have enough to kind of show you. And what I did when I made my onion syrup, you don't have to worry about what you put it in as long as it's glass and as long as recently for morning cough. Oh, it's wonderful, Lori, for sure. And people with pneumonia, great. Any lung issue, mullein tea. Oh, Renee, that's like herbal gold, you know? Is if there's one you don't like, there's always another one you can try. That's the beauty of herbs. Yeah. See, you guys get it, you know? And you have to try things. What did you say for throat mucus? We said marshmallow, mullein tea, like that opens up all that, but you know, you got to find out why do you have throat mucus? When you say that, that says you're eating something you're allergic to. To me, that's what that says. You know, does that happen when you're right after you eat, 48 hours from what you're eating? You'd have to look at that. That to me, throat mucus is not necessarily a cold or flu. It speaks of allergy to me. I don't know. I feel like it's allergy drainage. Yeah, that's what it is. You could probably use mullein, but the best thing you obviously can do, is figure out what is it that's giving you the allergy drainage. That'll help. But to dry that up, I think marshmallow works really well. Anybody else have any more questions about herbs? We got a lot of knowledgeable people here today, which is so fun. I love that. I think, I don't know, I haven't watched too many lives. Do people really get involved? Like, I feel like we have this nice, beautiful community that really wants to share and know and understand and learn. I feel very, very energized and very charged and super happy. What did you say? Okay, we did that. I feel like it's time. You're gonna go well, mine. Struggle so far. Yeah, I think I'll have to watch do you do lives, Cindy? I'll have to watch when you're doing them. I think food, is kind of fun. Marshmallow that you use in dessert? No, it's an herb. An herb. Cindy, what kind of marshmallow? Yeah, I feel like the more we interact, the more we learn. It's an herb. I think if you obviously use, the Google, you should find it. But it's an herb. I'm in a few sharing communities live. Oh, that's cool. I like that. I feel like we learn so much more when everybody's like interested and interacts and talks. I have a different full-time job during the day that takes up a lot of our time, so I don't get as much. Yeah, I feel that way too. I mean, I'm cooking and I'm doing what I love, but I don't know. I'm finding that I love this even more than cooking full-time. There's something really soul-filling for me doing this, teaching, and it's fun and people love our food, but this for me is totally soul-filling. Yeah, it calms me too, Renee. I like this though better. Like when I'm cooking in the kitchen, you see there's a lot unable. Wait, they gave me the puzzle piece again. I got that puzzle piece again. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I guess you do. You set the tone, and people kind of enjoy with it. I don't get to spend a lot of time because after this, I'm on to my next thing that has to get done. But for those of you who have just joined, we did a little kitchen pharmacy class. It only took an hour. And in an hour, we have 4 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different remedies that you can use when you are feeling cold and fluish. We did, thank you, Cindy. This is a fire flu buster tonic, and you don't need a lot of it, so this amount will keep you going, you know, because you're only using, you can take like a teaspoon a day, a half a teaspoon. You could add it to your tea. I made this lemon balm, I call it my elixir. This is when you're feeling really not feeling good, but you need to get to work, or you know, you want to keep working and you got stuff to do, or if you just want to lay on the couch and watch a movie because you don't feel good, sip on this tea. It's 2 bags of lemon balm. I'm going to give you the other 3 herbs when you find me elsewhere, because I don't want to say them on here, but they're Native American. And then this, I juiced a green apple, a lemon, and ginger. So I made my tea and I mixed this. It's called a dragon's breath shot. You could put a little cayenne in here, because cayenne, what I was saying before about cayenne soothes the heart. If you have heart issues, it actually soothes the heart. If you're sad, it's heart soothing. I don't know how any other way to explain it. Energetically, physically, it soothes the heart and protects the heart. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. What recipes have you done? So what I do is I pour this, let me finish while you're telling me. I pour this into my tea and mix it and sip it. Nice hot tea. It's really good. Good for pain too, yeah. And then we made a thyme oil. This is parsley and thyme oil. We blended with olive oil. Also really good antibacterial, antifungal, keeps the bugs away. And then we have an onion cough syrup. And I made this with sugar, believe it or not, when I'm so anti sort of sugar in your diet. But whatever this does with onion, it creates this wonderful cough syrup that's so healthy for you. And it stays 10 to 12 weeks in the fridge, so you'll get through the season with it. Yeah, you know, like I said earlier, I started working with this because of the way that I studied food. I became a chef on the umbrella of food and healing. So part of what I did in my work was learning to use food, obviously, to heal. And all of these dishes came from a naturopath and us working together to sort of create these beautiful remedies in the kitchen that help you. And so like I can't take over the counter medicines. They don't work for me. I get really sick. Quinoa bowl, chicken. Oh, that's good. The blueberry oatmeal with the chia and flax. That's so good and so easy. I almost have that 3 or 4 times a week. It's probably one of my go-tos. And I do love grinding the flaxseed. I hope you grind them. It makes it so much, you know, it's easier to digest and they work better, get into your system better. So all of these ingredients really work. And, you know, over time you get to understand that remedies like this actually work better for your body. I've been making them for breakfast for me and my husband. That makes me so happy. I love to hear that. Next class, so tomorrow, so this is what I'm thinking. I think right now the most I can do is 8 hours a week online with you guys. And what I've decided is I'm either gonna do a Sunday or Monday night, sort of like 6 to 8, podcast-esque, podcast-ish, sort of talking about food. And it'll be a different topic. Like the first one I did, I even forget what it was. It was like the very first time I went on live. And then the second one I did was about superfood, and we talked about expansive and contractive and all the different sort of philosophies of food. You know, the Greeks thousands of years ago, and we kind of talked a little bit about that. So this Sunday, I don't know what the topic's going to be yet. I am always in for whatever you guys want. Like, I'm always in to hear what you're thinking. Now, tomorrow, I don't know if I'm going to come home and cook or be on in the morning. I kind of have to reach out to Maurice, my sous chef, and see what they have got me going. I'll take any ideas, so you just shout them out. And I'm happy to create classes around them. But Wednesday afternoons are always going to be something like medicinal in the kitchen, so that you have an arsenal of things that you can make when you're not feeling good. I want to do, there's something that I made a million years ago. When I first started cooking, I worked for a few cancer patients and had to cook for them. And one of them was a high-profile cancer patient. And they flew a doctor in from Germany who was teaching foods that you could clean the cells. It was so random. And I got to work with this German doctor. Spoke very little English. And he taught me like 5 or 6 different recipes based on science that help clean the cells and the foods that you eat. And I think that might be a really cool kind of cooking class. I want to do things like that, things that heal you. But then I also want to teach you, how do you make really good ribs? Or how do you make, fish or elk, or working with wild game meat? I love things like that. So shout them out. What are you thinking, Cindy? You said you have an idea. Tell me. So I want to share all of these ideas with you. We're gonna be on forever. So I know for sure Sunday or Monday nights are gonna be a chat, like I call it a campfire chat, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are gonna be actual classes, and Wednesdays are gonna be sort of this kitchen pharmacy thing, so that we can build a cabinet full of good, healthy, yummy foods and things that will get you through feeling ill. We're gonna make toothpaste out of eggshells and coconut oil, and we're gonna learn how to pull oil to clean bacteria out of your body. We're gonna do all these crazy fun, like, oh gosh, I feel awesome after I tried all of these things. And as you get to know me and I figure out how to share the actual ingredients that I like to have in my kitchen by brand, that is when, you're gonna little by little learn different things that will help you, and it's gonna make the world a difference. And after 3 months of working with me and actually cooking these foods, you are going to say, okay, I get it. I'm gonna make the full jump in switch. Thank you, stay blessed. I appreciate that. Anybody have any other things that they want to learn? Do you want me to go over the recipes that we just did? Do you guys need to hear them one more time? Yes, no, maybe so. I'm so happy that you guys were all here. Thank you for sharing my live and all the hearts and love. It's so nice. I find that so fun. I need something for afternoon energy. All right. Okay, Peggy, I'm going to share one more time. Let me just pull my hair back because it's in my face. All right. So I'll share with you. So afternoon energy. I don't know. I'm going to have to say mushroom coffee right now. I'm going to have to say that. That's been really good for me. I do take a supplement that I can share with you. I think you're on our group outside of this, right? I will share with you a couple of other things that I do that really help. I'm 60 and I have a job that is so physical and so rough. Okay, so can you remind me, did you get my email that I sent you about diet? Did you do that? And I know, are you saying, wow, that I'm 60? it's not really caffeine. The mushroom is caffeine. Well, the one I take has caffeine in it, but there are some on the market that don't have caffeine. Okay, so then I will share with you the other stuff that we can do for energy. I mean, obviously, the things that are going to weigh you down. So the foods that are going to give you energy in the middle of the day are like complex carbs, like short grain brown rice and beans. No simple carbs, no like processed carbs. Like you don't want to eat bread or a sandwich. You know, for lunch, try and have a soup that has whole grains and vegetables in it. Try and eat an apple or a banana. A banana is definitely a powerhouse for energy. Thank you. The reason why I said I look 60 is because, you know, there's certain things that you have to do to stay strong, especially with the physical job that I have of cooking every day. And there are some days I'm on my feet 16 hours and lugging those big pots, and it's okay. I love it. But I have to take care of me, you know? I know, right? I saw that, Renee. Yeah, I turned 60 over the summer. But these are the things, like that's why I find that this stuff is so important. So do you guys need me to show you this? I'm gonna show you this one more time before we go. And then remember, I'm gonna be, so we're gonna be talking about food on Sundays and or Monday nights. Depends on my schedule, and I'll try and set that up on a Saturday so everybody knows. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays are gonna be cooking days. Like you'll either see me in the shop cooking, or if I have something going on here. And then Tuesday mornings, I think for sure, I'm most of the time I'm in the kitchen cooking, and I think you guys really like when I'm cooking there, and I'm making so much food. I still want to show you how to just do soup, so maybe we do that. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow in the kitchen. We'll just make soups and talk about bases and things like that. And then, okay, so Tuesday and Thursday, and Wednesday is gonna be this, sort of like food and healing, kitchen pharmacy. What do you do if I have this? I want this. Okay, we'll do soup. Maybe we'll do soup tomorrow. I make in the shop. We have to make 6 soups a day, and it's 6 times 20 quarts. So 6 times 20. What is that? 120 quarts of soup. What is that in gallons? I don't even know. 8 gallons, 10 gallons, 15 gallons of soup a day. We go through so much soup, and I make all my stocks from scratch. The only thing that I have in cans are beans and tomatoes, like tomato sauce, whole peeled, because I just don't have the time. I just do not have the time. So I use organic beans and stuff. But to learn flavors of soups, it's so fun. So I make I don't even know. I have about 40 soups in my repertoire, so we'll do soups. I make a ton of vegan soup. That's my jam. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna make for you guys. When can we do that? Maybe tomorrow night. I'll make my carrot yam turmeric soup with coconut milk. You guys wanna do soups tomorrow? Let's do soups tomorrow. Let me see what my schedule is when I get off of here, and I'll either do it early in the morning like I do, or I'll do it around, 6 to 8. I just have to check my schedule and see what I'm up to. Okay, so one last time. Today on our kitchen pharmacy class, we made an onion syrup with a little sprig of thyme. Do you make gluten-free soups? All my soups are gluten-free with the exception of turkey barley. Every stew, lamb, beef stew, every tomato, every chowder, every one of my soups is gluten-free because of people like you. You get no love. You're always on the side. So nobody knows the difference. Even, here's a little note, my turkey gravy that I sell 200 quarts of for Thanksgiving through our shop. Thank you, Renee. Is gluten-free, and nobody knows that. Welcome, 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 our newbie. You're gonna have a blast here. We cook and have fun and talk about food. We're a very yappy group. We love food. We're a bunch of foodies. Okay, so today it was our kitchen pharmacy class. We made an onion syrup, and this is going to be ready in like 3 days, and I will show you, I will make a video and post it so that you see it on my profile of what it looks like when it's done. We made a flu busting tonic with apple cider vinegar, fresh ginger, fresh garlic, thyme, oregano, wasabi, there should be cayenne but I forgot it, and we blended all of that together and put in some raw manuka honey. This is going to go in the refrigerator, and when you're sick, a teaspoon a day, a teaspoon every couple of hours, and you are good to go. We made this beautiful thyme and oregano oil. Lady D, nice to see you. JC! And we made this oregano thyme oil. You could cook with it, you could drink it. These are all for medicinal purposes. And then last but certainly not least is my tea. I'm good. We're having fun. We're just finishing up our cooking class for kitchen pharmacy. So this is a lemon balm tea, and we added, I juiced an apple, ginger, and lemon, a green apple, and we poured it on top of the hot tea. It's okay. I'll post this. You'll see it, and you'll see I'm going over the schedule too. I'm drinking the tea. It's so good. It's like the base is lemon balm, and it's so strong and so delicious. It feels so good. You're gonna love it. It's great. Anybody have any questions before we hit the road tonight? We are gonna do, so JC, just so you know, tomorrow, I'm gonna post tonight or tomorrow morning. I can't decide whether I'm gonna do just so you know, I'm gonna post tonight or tomorrow morning. I can't decide whether I'm gonna do a morning. Friday I'll probably do crazy live. Saturday I am doing from 8 in the morning till 10 at night. I am teaching every Girl Scout cooking badge. Hi, my favorite follower, Katie. It's so nice to see you. I'm doing every cooking badge for Girl Scouts. I have like 150 girls coming from brownies, juniors, cadets, seniors, and ambassadors. So they're from about 6 years old all the way to 18. And I'm doing every badge for them throughout day. So they come at different times. And I'm so excited to do it. I'm not going to be able to show that all day, but I am going to go live and show you the setup while I'm getting ready for each group. So that's exciting. And then on Sunday nights and or Monday nights, I'll be talking just food, like a podcast-ish food conversation. And we can just sit and chat about food. And each week I'm gonna do a different subject. So I'm gonna do about 8 hours for right now, a week, with food as I get more comfortable and we get all easier. Thank you, Mama. You're so awesome. I love you. You always bring so much energy when you're here. You make me smile. Thank you, Katie. You're like my favorite cheerleader. I wish you lived close. I would come and cook for you. So I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you to everyone. I hope that you try these recipes. If you show up at Book of Face at the Organic Food Movement and you join, I don't charge anything. You could just come. I post all of these recipes in a day or two. I try and get them done on Sundays. For those of you that were waiting for diets, sorry, whoever that is, I don't share because I had a traumatic experience. For those of you who, how do I know what time you're on? Follow me and I post something. But usually the times that I show up in the mornings are very early. It's like between 5:30 and 7 a.m. At night, I'm usually doing something between 6 and 10, but I am working out a schedule and I'm gonna try and follow a really tight schedule in November. The only week that I will not be on, I'm just gonna put my phone on play, will be Thanksgiving week, because obviously it's gonna be super, super nuts for me. We cook, I wanna say myself and my crew cook Thanksgiving dinner for about 1,500 people. It's crazy. We already have, I think, 4 different families of 40 people, so it's gonna be really good. Book of A's page. I found your page, but not the other one. It's called the Organic Food Movement. On the Book of Face, the Organic Food Movement. Oh, it's crazy, Jessica. And I'm just I'm just gonna run the video all week because you will not believe what goes on. And my crew hangs with me. We start the Friday before Thanksgiving and we finish Tuesday night, packing all the food. And it is, let's say, I do like 5 17-hour days. It is crazy. And we have so much fun doing it. You guys have seen my crew. They're just unbelievable, amazing people. Then you cook for your family? I do. But this year, one of my favorite families that I cater for asked us to cater their Thanksgiving dinner at their home on Thanksgiving. So my daughter and I will be there cooking for them. And then on Saturday, I'm having a huge open house here. We just invited, I don't even know, a lot of people, and I'm just gonna make Thanksgiving dinner one more time. So you'll probably see me do that. You'll watch me do that because it's my house and I can do that. It's so fun. It's so fun. And I am gonna guess that you guys are gonna want to see some Thanksgiving food made, right? I'm thinking like you need some Brussels sprout recipes. Or are you guys all good with Thanksgiving, or do you want to see some Thanksgiving cooking? Maybe we start that next week. Hell yes, I love Thanksgiving. Woo-hoo. Okay, what do you want me to cook? Do you want me to show you how to roast a turkey? I don't do a lot to my turkeys because they're so delicious. All right, what if we did like a class on cooking with Brussels sprouts? I can teach you a Brussels sprout casserole, honey roasted Brussels, a Brussels sprout salad. What else could we do? I have a couple of things we could do for Brussels. I do not brine my turkey. No. I use a natural and organic turkey. All right, so I'll plan those out and I'll get a schedule up. That's good. I'm not a briner. I think it's a waste of time. I think you have to do that if you buy a frozen, sort of like, the famous one, spend $400 and get a turkey kind of thing. I think sometimes you need to do that for more flavor. But what about you guys? Do you stuff your turkeys or do you not stuff your turkeys? What about that? Okay, JC, we're in. Are you guys turkey stuffers or are you non-turkey stuffers? I need to hear one per veggie sides. Oh yeah, I can do all that for you. You do both. Okay, mom stuffs. I'm not a stuffed fan. Yeah, you don't have to. Stuffing on the side, for sure. And I have some secrets to teach you about making stuffing that you're gonna be like, oh, I get it. So, all right, maybe we'll start next week and we'll start with like stuffing and Brussels sprouts. So you guys will be ready. I like that. It depends on who I'm cooking for. Yeah, I know. Years and years and years ago when I first got married, my husband's family, hi! It's nice to see you. I invited them to our house and I made for I guess it was Christmas holiday or was it Thanksgiving? I can't remember. But I did sort of like a traditional stuff your pie hole. Oh my God, every single thing. I was so excited. It was like really, my first holiday dinner in our new house. In Texas, we have a company that's worldwide, and the fried turkeys, they're so good. Yeah, I've never fried a turkey. It's not my thing, but I hear fabulous things. Some people, what they do is they buy 2 turkeys. They roast one and then they put it in the fryer. So I've seen that, but I don't do that. But people say they love it. But I remember I made the whole traditional sort of Italian meal, sit down at 10 a.m. and just stuff your pie hole the whole day and go home and not move at like 10 o'clock at night. And I made like, you know, the whole thing, hot and cold antipasto, a pasta course, roast beef, ham, turkey, blah, blah, blah. And I got yelled at. Who eats like this? Rah, 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 rah. They were so mad at me. And I finally said, all right. And then next year I just made like turkey, green beans, and stuffing. You know, something simple, mashed potatoes, some yams. Nothing big. I'll post in the other community that we're in. It's just myself and my husband, so I cook very little. I know. See, you're my perfect customer because your families your size come to me and I make them a beautiful Thanksgiving dinner so that they don't. I know, me too. I love antipasta. And I love to make sure that they're okay and they have enough food. So what we do in our deli case is put all the Thanksgiving food, so people who are like 1 or 2 or 3 people, they don't have to worry about not getting Thanksgiving, but they get, you know, they have an opportunity to eat the whole meal. It's so fun. I love talking to you guys. It's so fun. You're foodies like me. Love it. All right, so stuffing, we have a bunch of stuff. I have to make notes. Let me make some notes. I got a pen. So we need some classes on Thanksgiving. Are you guys into cranberry sauce? Love cranberry sauce. Thanksgiving, and you need a good gravy, right? You want to learn gravy for sure. So gravy, stuffing, and what was the other thing we said? Oh, Brussels sprouts. We need some good recipes for that. Gotcha. I can do that. It's simple. Oh, cranberry sauce. I can teach you cranberry sauce. And then we can do a soup class. Awesome. I'm so excited we have a plan. My mom's homemade gravy is to die for. What's her secret? Green beans are great. It's my favorite vegetable, green beans, for sure. What do you think her secret is, Jessica, for her gravy? I mean, for me, it's turkey. I don't use chicken stock at all on Thanksgiving. I make pan juices are her flavorings. Yeah, I was just gonna say drippings, and you know what I do, because we roast a lot of turkeys for people. So because I'm roasting them, I get to keep all the drippings. So what I do is I put them in pint containers, and for like $12, you can get a whole like pint of turkey drippings to take home with you to, you know, fortify stuffing and gravy, and people fight for that. They just go crazy. Yep, stock from the neck and yeah, you got it. That's it. Those are the secrets right there. And lots of love. People always ask me that. What's your secret? My first ingredient is just love, right? I love who I work with. I love the food, and you know, this food is really grown and harvested with love. You know, I like to think the people that are making this food are doing it because they want to, you know. My mom's love too. See? I love that. So now you guys are gonna make all of these things, all your remedies. We're gonna feel good all season. We're not gonna get sick. We're knocking on some wood, and we're gonna feel good. Don't eat too much sugar unless you're filling your body with vitamin D and C and all these good tonics to keep you strong and healthy. I love you so much too. I wanna meet you. I wanna cook for you, Katie. I'm looking at your name like it's your face. So silly. It's so nice to see you guys. I'm really happy that you came and hung out with me. We made 4 or 5 remedies in an hour, and now we've been just chatting away this last half hour, and I'm just really thrilled. And I love you guys so much and so grateful. I'm gonna put a schedule out so you see me. Thank you. You know, I'm a little addicted to the live, I'm not gonna lie. And because I keep seeing so many familiar, loving faces, I just want to get bigger and grow and share and do more, you know? And everybody that asked me for, you know, sort of a diet and stuff, did you guys get them? I emailed a bunch of people, some blood pressure ones. I think somebody asked me for something, they were pregnant and needed anti-inflammatory. So I've worked on those and sent them out. And then I'm going to post them in our book. face so that you guys get it. You need to make this live in a video because I came in late. Okay, JC, I realize that. That is my next thing. I have a lot of backup, and I think at the end of the month they kind of get rid of them, so I will do that for sure. Should I do the whole thing? Do they let you post that, or do I do that in like YouTube or something? Maybe I have to do it on there. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it all out. I wish there was some, I have to find a course that I can sit and pay attention to. But yeah, all right, let me make a note. I have to get these live videos out. I need notes. I make lots of notes. Well, it's been lovely. I am so grateful that you all joined. I think it's best in YouTube. Okay, I can do that. You know, I have a lot of my stuff goes over there. So I have a channel, same name, Organic Food Movement. So if you go there, that is so much easier for me. I will just download it and just repost it. That works. I am going to sign off and move on to my next thing. Thank you for blessing us with your wisdom. That's really sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful. I just love this. And you know, you can reach out and talk to me. You have my email address. I think it's posted on my, on, you know, the front of my profile. And, you know, just, you know, I want you guys to just try all this food and stay blessed. Love always. I love that. Thank you. You too. Right back at you. And we are going to see each other tomorrow. So it's not going to be too long. I have to figure out what, like, if I make soups for you, where's going to be the best place to do it? Because it's hard to see what I'm doing, but I feel like here it's even better. Thank you too. So we'll figure it out. We're going to figure all of this out. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for being here. And try these recipes. You're going to love them. Try them, try them, try them. I will post them shortly. Thanks so much. I will see you guys all soon. Thanks for all the love.